And welcome back to my channel, guys. It is Mzungu Pebbles. Thank you for always coming back to watch me. It's a pleasure having you here. Let's move on to the gift giving at the villa. Mr. Cecil, Trenchtown grandpa, great grandpa, has been resurrected and he is back in the arms of Marwa, but we all knew that. So today Marwa decided that he's going to open the boxes, the already opened boxes, because these boxes seem like they were torn apart, went through already. Most of the nice or the newer stuff were already taken out, and then they placed the other stuff out in the living room area or outside on the patio area. And according to Marwa, he said that Trenchtown grandpa gave him the boxes and told him do whatever he pleased with them, whatever he wants to do with them, and his decision is that he will give most of the items to his family. But we all know that this is what Marwa wanted all along. Remember when Trenchtown grandpa came to the village and whatever happened between him and Passy, he didn't get more than the regular. Passy told him she could only give him the regular, and because he couldn't get the regular, then there was some sort of uproar, because he brought all this stuff for the villagers, for all the people in the village, not just Marwa's family. I am pretty sure that when he was asking for donations from his friends in America, and Trenchtown grandpa, you could correct me if I'm wrong, you told them that it's for the poor people in the village in Africa. Okay, I'm pretty sure you told them that's what it was for, not for Marwa's family. Anyway, he went there, things didn't work out between him and Passy. There was an argument and all of this stuff, and Passy no longer wanted him and all of that. We're not gonna go back in time with that story. All we know that he didn't get, the regular or the non-regular. And he ended up saying, all right, he will distribute these items himself to people in the village, but he needed someone from the village to help him, and Marwa wasn't there, so he reached out to Gintu. He asked someone to reach out to Gintu for help and met with Gintu. They decided, okay, when they will distribute these stuff to the people in the village, Marwa got a wind of it that, hey, he met with Gintu and got angry that Mr. Cecil was going to give out the stuff to the people in the village and he's not there to get anything from the box. And he made such a big stink out of it, fired everyone from the villa, told them to get out of his villa. And Cecil had to hightail out of there, allegedly, and left the boxes there. And reason why I believe in my heart, and I have my own opinion, so please, if my opinion is not yours, move. So my opinion is Marwa purposely made a big stink out of him meeting Gintu and fired Gake and everybody else over that, because Marwa wanted to be there to get first dibs out of the box. Marwa wanted those items for him and his family all along. Marwa giving these things to his family now, it's not because he is, an enemy to the other boys. And how many other boys? Like 4 other boys in the village? Are they the only people living in the village, Marwa? Come on. How many other boys in the village you can give these things to? But you decide, okay, I'm not speaking to these 4 boys in the village or these 3 boys in the village, so I'm not giving it to anyone else in the village. That village is loaded with poor people. Look at all those poor elderly people. I know they can't wear those shoes, but guess what? I see a lot of oversized clothes that you could give to some of those older elderly people.
And some of the shoes were for older people. You could tell, because Mr. Cecil is an older man, so of course he's going to send a lot of his shoes. So those could have gone to many of the older men in the village that attends church. They can wear it if they're going to somewhere special, something like that. But no, Marwa refused to do that.
But no, Marwa wanted the stuff for him and his family, and I couldn't believe that he said, oh, take out this for Mr. Luis, take out this for Mom. Oh my God, don't forget Timmy. We have to get Timmy the dog stuff. We have to get Timmy the dog stuff as well. We have to take stuff out, put on the side for Timmy the dog. Can that outfit fit Timmy the dog? Can that outfit fit Timmy the dog? Romina needs stuff as well. We need stuff for Romina. How? Rosie, your mom need this jacket for when she's in Paris. Look at this jacket. This jacket. Oh yes, I need this jacket. I need this jacket. Jacket.
And pack everything here so that first people who are around here should benefit. Because even uncle, what will it be that I give a shoes like this to a stranger out there when my uncle or Uncle Mo or Rocio or even myself can find something from there, you know?
And then Trenchtown Grandpa came on the phone, and of course Trenchtown Grandpa is like Jamaican uncle. They're addicted to Marwa somehow. I don't know what it is, but hey, if Marwa say jump, they say jump. So he wanted to prove a point. See, he decides to tell the world that I leave these for Marwa, and Marwa do whatever he wants with it. I am leaving it for Marwa.
But shame on you, Mr. Cecil. I'm going to say this to you, man. Come on. From one Jamaican to another. I kind of feel bad. Shame on you for, because you didn't get what you want in that village. Because you weren't able to dictate to certain people and get what you want in that village. The regular or the non-regular. I do not know. Allegedly, you decided to be spiteful and leave everything for Marwa because now you don't want to give anything to anybody but Marwa. Shame on you, man. What kind of person are you to give? You're not given from the bottom of your heart. You were given with conditions. That's what you were trying to do. Allegedly. And that is so unfair, man. Come on, man. You're a church person. You are a church person. You could have said to Marwa, all right, I'm leaving this in your hands. Distribute it to the people in the village. At your discretion. I'm not saying to give it to your enemies, but at your discretion, distribute this to the people in the village. But no, even recently you came out and you said, no, Marwa, do whatever you want with it. Meaning, you really don't want it to go to the village people. You're basically telling Marwa, keep everything for himself. That's what you were trying to tell him. Come on, Mr. Cecil. My God, man. My God, that's not what Jamaicans do. That's not what Jamaicans do. Come on.
So we can't blame, I'm not going to say we can't blame Marwa. He's free to do whatever he wants with it. I'm going to be honest with you. He's free to do whatever he wants with it. But how greedy is this family? How greedy? They are greedy. That is a greedy family. He always brags how he is rich, but all he does is live off of free stuff, and he would rather see people suffer out there, but his family gets every single thing. And in the meantime, while he was collecting for everyone in Argentina from Rocio's family, not once did he mention his sister Winnie and her children. Not once did he say, Mom, pick stuff out for Winnie and her children. That girl is like, they don't want her in the family. Winnie needs to get out of that family. They don't want you, Winnie.
So after he uploaded the second video, I overheard him telling his mother now that she should pick stuff out for Winnie. Now yesterday in the first video, when he said family members only, he did not pick anything out for Winnie. So apparently after reactors came out and mentioned that it's a shame that he didn't select anything for his other sister or even mention her, that's when he remembered his sister. Marwa, yes, we know. We know you had to wait on reactors to say something to remember Winnie. Because yesterday, you didn't mention the woman's name.
I can tell you one thing, and someone mentioned this to me. I'm pretty sure those boxes were tampered with. As he said to Trenchtown Grandpa, that the boxes were open. And then he said, people are curious. No, Marwa, you guys already went into that box. You and Rocio, not you and Rocio, but Rocio was already wearing clothes from that box. Because Cecil showed us some of those clothes. Davy was already wearing clothes from that box. Your mom probably went in the box because guess what? She wasn't even excited to go through stuff on the floor to pick out because she already picked out what she wanted from a long time. Greedy set of family. I'm serious, man. Come on. I'm not saying that you shouldn't take anything. Yes, I would too. I am going to be honest. I'm going to be fair. That if someone brings something to me and donating stuff and nice things is in there, I am going to take some of the stuff too. And a lot of us would. Even some of us who are saying, no, I wouldn't take anything, I would give it all away. That is not true. That is not true. No, stop tell lie. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that if I see a nice, pretty dress, and I'm not saying that Rocio shouldn't take that leather jacket. Yes, she probably should, because who else in that village is going to travel? What are they going to use that leather jacket for? No, let her take that leather jacket. I have no problem with that. None whatsoever.
Look at the jeans she's wearing in today's video. It fits her so nicely. And that jeans came from that box. That is a designer jeans, okay?
All I'm saying is, even when the children came, I don't know whose kids those were that stood there, because it was only him, his family, like Mo, all of Mo children, his brother children, maybe 2 workers. I know more than 2 or 3 workers were in that villa. Okay, it wasn't a lot of them, and some of the girls wanted to take a pretty pair of shoe, and he said no. He told them no, that shoe was too good for them. That's what he said to those children. Those shoes were too good. They must take the old Brock shoe and leave the good shoe. Marwa, you're disgusting. You are disgusting. And people are saying, oh, he has such a good heart. Look at him giving his workers a shoe. Look at how many stuff was there. Look at how many things were there. And he only asked them to take 1 item. Come on now.
There were a lot more clothes than what I saw Marwa put out there, unless he has other boxes stored away somewhere to distribute on another day. But honestly, when we saw Cecil open a few of the boxes, they had a lot of clothes, brand new with tags. I haven't seen Marwa shown one stuff with tags that he had on his floor. Where are all the polo shirts? Who took them? Where is that nice dress that I saw that I said I have a dress that looks exactly like it? Where is it? Huh? With brand new tags on it. Those clothes were nice stuff, but your family and the people in the villa took all the nice stuff, and then you're giving the other people the riff-raffs. That's what you're doing. May as well you didn't give it to them. And Cecil, why did you change your mind? Because in your video you said that if you don't need it, don't take it. You're going to give it to the villagers, and for those who don't really need it, it's a sin to take it. So isn't it a sin for Marwa to take it? And isn't it a sin for you to give everything to Marwa, knowing that Marwa and the family makes over $200,000 per year, and those villagers are broke and have absolutely nothing, and they are more needy than I am Marwa? When you asked for those clothes from your family and friends, you told them about the poor people in Africa. You didn't tell them about I am Marwa, who is one of the richest villagers. Okay, according to him, he's as rich as the president of Kenya. So why, Mr. Cecil? Someone stole all those clothes and storing them and hiding them away, and I have a feeling it's Marwa and Rocio. All those clothes will be going to Mr. Luis. We will be looking, okay, to see when Mr. Luis is wearing those outfits. Trust me, reactors will be calling it out. We saw some of the stuff that Mr. Cecil held up, so we know when we see someone wearing them. You better don't have that camera rolling, because we're going to talk about it.
Come on, and you're telling me he's such a good, honest guy? Seriously? Are you guys blind? Are you guys not seeing what I'm seeing? His uncle was able to take 1 bunch of stuff. Mo was able to take 1 bunch of stuff. But the little girls couldn't take the pretty shoe that she saw there because it was too good for her. He told her that shoe was too good. How could you tell a child that a shoe is too good that you didn't purchase? Come to you to give away to poor people, and you decided you're going to take those things for yourself and your family. Half of those things can't even fit Marwa. He forced himself into a pair of shoes only because Cecil said to him that that shoe is an expensive shoe. It's ballet. Ballet is an old time shoe. Nobody really bother with ballet anymore. Only old men wear ballet. I'm sorry, Trenchtown Grandpa. Only old men wear ballet now. Young boys don't wear that. Okay, that's old stuff. And the shoe was very ugly. And Marwa took that shoe out of greed only because the man told him that shoe cost $1,000. Imagine that. All he was thinking about is how much this shoe cost. Whether it was a pretty shoe or an ugly shoe, he didn't care. He wanted that shoe, and he never stopped searching until he found that shoe. It was a very ugly shoe, an old man shoe. I don't care what name brand it was and how much it cost. It was ugly, okay? It wasn't a cute shoe. And he grabbed that shoe. All the Jamaican sneakers, They were forcing their feet into them, get one for everyone, and hey, nothing is wrong with that. But I was upset when he told the little girl that she couldn't get that shoe because it was too much of a good shoe. That part ticked me off. He wanted them to get the older shoe because there was some stuff that were a bit newer than some. The stuff was mixed. There was some newer stuff, lightly used, and then there was some stuff that you needed to not send Mr. Trenchtown Grandpa. You should have just thrown those away in the garbage.
As you notice, I'm dropping in voice notes after seeing his video this morning, because I made this other video last night prematurely, based on his previous video. So this morning he has other people there, and I saw some of the shoes. Some of them are brand new shoes, really hasn't been worn. A lot of them are name brand shoes, very expensive shoes, very expensive. So I think Trenchtown Grandpa mixed some of the old shoes with the new shoes. Like I said, some of the shoes he shouldn't even pack to take to Africa, like all those stripper looking heels, and a lot of the older shoes, like really he didn't have to send there, because who's going to wear those, especially the stripper looking heels? That's a village. You brought stuff for the village. That was unnecessary. There were just too many heels. But I think this is what happened, that people donated and he really didn't know what these people donate. He honestly didn't know. So I can't blame him for this. I think he just threw the stuff that he received in the bags directly into a box without going through it and sorting it. So honestly, I can't knock him for this one. The people probably didn't know it was going to Africa. He probably just told them, hey, or we're in Africa, or I don't know, guys. But those heels were not necessary. But you can't blame him on this one, guys. Don't blame him for bringing some of those stuff. To be honest, I'm going to take back my words to say that he brought some old shoes that he shouldn't bring. Honestly, he probably didn't have time to go through all the stuff that got donated, because it's a lot of stuff. So I must give him credit for even thinking of bringing stuff to Africa for people. I must give him credit for that. It was a nice thing to do. I'm not gonna knock him too hard.
So he wanted the kids to take shoes that look like that, like the old stuff, really old used stuff, not the newer things. Greed, and him and all his family. Now, someone said something to me today, that if Dee was there, she probably wouldn't be doing that, taking stuff on camera. And I agree with that. She has a lot more pride than Marwa. She would take the stuff off camera. In fact, perhaps she already went through those boxes and took out stuff. Who knows? I don't know. She was in the villa while Marwa was away. Who opened the boxes? Who went through the boxes and take stuff? We don't know. It could be her. It could be the mother. I hope that Jamaican man is watching and see that. Look, why would you send stuff to Africa to a family who claim that they're rich when you have so many Jamaicans in Jamaica who are walking around barefoot on the street? Sir, you missed the Jamaican man who sent those shoes. So many Jamaican kids with absolutely nothing, and here you are giving stuff to people who already have. You're free to give to who you want to anyway, so y'all don't come for me. People are free to give who they want to. I'm just going to say this and make it clear. If Marwa decides to keep everything for himself, he's free to do that, because Cecil told him he's free to do that. Okay, Cecil is the one who brought the stuff there, not us. Who are us to dictate who you should give it to? But we can also give our opinion, and this is what I'm doing. I am giving my own opinion.
Now in today's video, I saw some other people there outside of his family members. I don't know if those are local villagers. I've never seen or heard of them before, but they're fairly younger people. I am, still disappointed, number one, that I haven't seen any of the boys who helped him build that helicopter pad on top of his house when he really needed them. And I'm not talking about the Gintu and the Magesi that, he's fighting with. I'm talking about the other people that helped him, like the Nasters. I don't even see Mayugno, none of those people he didn't call. Imagine, the closest people who helped you when you really needed help, he decided to shut out. Now that he thinks that his place is okay, his place is fully built, he doesn't need any of these people anymore. Imagine. And yes, I know you guys are going to say, we would still talk about him if he had called me, you'd know him again. Those people to, to get stuff from the first batch. Yes, we would have, but still, I think those people are even more deserving to get some of the items, don't you think? Don't you think? Come on, man. Come on. Those people were there for Marwa when he needed help from the beginning. So regardless of whatever is going on, he should have had them choose stuff from that batch. None of them were there today. So anything else that goes out to the village, we call, what Jamaicans call the what left. Like the no good stuff, what everybody already picked the very best. Because I must give Cecil this. He sent some very expensive shoes and clothes to the village. I don't care who's going to come here to say those are old stuff and blah blah blah. I know quality things. Let me tell you, I know quality things, okay? So, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it loud and clear. A lot of the stuff are really expensive items. Some of them were worn, and some of them were not worn. So I see absolutely nothing wrong with Mr. Cecil sending those stuff to Africa. I see nothing wrong with people wearing second-hand items. I wore second-hand items before. I did. Growing up as a kid, I did. And many of the people who are probably going to complain about this and say that, oh, they're just old stuff. If they get those boxes, they would wear those items themselves, okay? I'm just going to say it, guys. You all know I come out and I say the truth. A lot of the people who are going to criticize and say they're just old rock and they're this or that and they wouldn't want those old stuff and people need to keep their old stuff to themselves, stop. Just think for a minute. Think for a minute. Alright? That you wouldn't choose some of those things that you see there. Yes, some of the stuff are ugly, like that $1,000 shoe. It's ugly, alright? But it may be ugly to me, but it's not ugly to someone else. It's not ugly to Marwa. It's not ugly to the people there who doesn't have certain things, okay? I can't help it. Nothing wrong with the stuff that the man said. I'm just disappointed that it's not reaching more people. It's not reaching the people that he really wanted it to go to. That saddens me because it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. And there are people in that village suffering, man, and they could have received some of the stuff. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do with the rest of it. Maybe he should just take it to the church. He can't keep all for himself. I know Rosie is going to go back home with 5 suitcases. The next time you see her going to Argentina, she will have 5 suitcases. Believe me, Rosie picked out a lot of those expensive designer stuff already behind the scenes off camera. People need to understand that a camera is only rolling for 1 to 2 hours. And after that, listen, people do whatever they want. And plus, the stuff is in their house. They already picked out what they want before they put all this out here and pretended on camera like, oh, let me count, you have to pass the camera. Mama, that is bullshit nonsense that you're doing. That is nonsense that you're doing. Pass the camera have to see. Your camera was not rolling 24 hours. So you doing all of that makes absolutely no sense to us. I don't know who you are trying to fool, but you're not trying to fool me because we know you guys already picked out some of the nicest stuff that was in that box. And I would too, I'm going to tell you the truth, I would have picked out, what? You see a Versace pulled up in there and it looks nice. You think I'm going to put it out there and wait for you to tell me, oh, pick one item. No, I'm going in that box and I'm taking out that Versace for myself. That's the truth. Anyway, today's video that he made was hilarious. As I watched more of the video, I saw a lot more people came in from the village, which is wonderful. And he also said that there will be more people the following day. So apparently he is giving some of the items to, the other villagers, which is good. In the beginning, I did criticize him for not doing that. But today, I saw where he is actually giving some of the items to the younger people in the village. I would rather him also give those shoes to the older men in the village. A lot of older men in the village that could use those shoes to go to church and stuff. I'm hoping that he's thinking or he's watching my video and he can, at least give some old people some stuff. Now, what I didn't like is there was a girl that came in, some young girl, and the young kids are putting on the high heels. And I'm like, no, Rocio, come on, man. You should know better than this. You see these young girls, these kids, they're not girls, these kids putting on these high heels. You should say, no, these are not for children. Instead, you're helping Marwa to talk about, oh, this one is a model. Look at her. Marwa, you should know better from the last time when we told you, stop looking at little young girls in that manner. They are too young for you to be looking at them thinking that they are models. That little girl was only about 10 years old, Marwa. Come on, man. What is wrong with you? Aren't you tired of us talking about you in this way because of this same thing? Over and over and over again. You're talking about she's a model and you allowed her to take that high heel shoes, that high heel boots, talking about she's ready for New York. That's inappropriate. And Rose, you should know better. Those high heel shoes are not suitable for those young girls. They can break their legs in them. And then I saw one of the kid with a Hooter t-shirt. Hooter. You know what Hooter is in America? It is one grade away from a stripper joint, okay? A Hooter t-shirt does not belong to a child. Come on. I know you guys probably don't know this, but I'm just letting you know. Certain things, like you have to look at it and don't allow the kids to take it. And this is what ticked me off. Like all the kids' shoes, they already packed away, taken away somewhere, packed away. And now it's all the stripper-looking shoes that are left over. They're given to the younger girls, the younger children in the village. That is not right, man. That's not right. You should have organized it a little bit better. But I'm glad that these items are reaching other people in the village. I am so happy. Thank you, Marwa, for giving it out to other people in the village. You didn't have to. Like Cecil said, you didn't have to. You could have taken it all for yourself. But I'm going to correct myself, because in the beginning I said that you were greedy and you took everything for yourself. Apparently you took the best things for yourself, but you are still giving some to the villagers. So I congratulate you for that.
People will not find anything tomorrow. Guys, I'm talking about these shoes because tomorrow is the ultimate day of giving out. Hizo viatu ziweko huko, wale wanakuja kesho. Hii kilipotea, sijui kiko wapi jamani. Msirushe viatu. Viatu zipangwa. I'm saying they should arrange. Hizo ni za maji za kukimbia na vitu kama hizo. Haya, hata huyu ameamua sasa hapo akuwe mtu wa mjini. This young lady, Rosie, you see? She's like a model, you know? Acha ufunguliwe. Pole pole, mfungulie pole pole, msichana ajienjoy. And hiyo ni ya hapo. Hey, I'm telling you. What's your name?
My name is Joy Boke.
Joy Boke. Joy Boke is going New York, guys.
Joy naingia.
Joy hapa. Aya, Joy, pigilia ingine, mambo yasonge mbele. Mshikilie. Hold her. Rosia, you should be helping Joy. Where is Rosia? You should be helping Joy to go New York. Aya, Joy, tembea tusikie. Joy walks to New York City. Aya, Joy. Utatembea hivyo mpaka uzoee. Hey, tough girl. Aya, Joy.
All right, so y'all don't come for me. Now let's move on to D Mwango, who was bragging on her last video about going on this premium train or whatever. I don't know. It's some sort of train that goes from, I don't know if it goes from Nairobi to Mombasa or go to different places, in Africa. I don't know. But it seemed like it's a real nice train. And I was a bit impressed. Excuse me. I was a bit impressed because I'm like, whoa, that is nice. That is nice. But D mentioned that, my boyfriend was the one who got this for me because I couldn't afford it, I wouldn't even be in premium. It's my first time on this train. You know why it's your first time on the train, D? Because you never highlight anything beautiful in Africa. You make it seem like Africa was a dump. You make it seem like Africa had nothing to offer. And I'm saying Africa because it is true, not just Kenya, different places. But especially Kenya. She made it seem like there was nothing to offer. It was just a place that she hated so much. And now suddenly, it's my first time and my boyfriend paid for it. And I'm the only content creator who hasn't been on it. You know why she said that? Because she didn't want us to say she's following what Miss Trudy is doing. Because all the other content creators already went on it and paid with their own money. So D is now bragging to pretend as if she has a man who is paying for her, and she has to announce how much it cost her to be on there, how much it cost him, and how much he paid for the ticket. And then she went ahead and said, "Thank you, honey." And I just had to laugh. D, who are you fooling? Who are you fooling? Remember, you did the same thing with JB. All this pretense of this boyfriend loving you so much, this boyfriend giving you money, this boyfriend doing all these things for you. And then in the end, D, what did you do? You came out and you told us that you even had to pay for his parents. We already know that you have a reputation to buy man. We already know that you buy man. You buy love, okay? You put that. You told us that. You pay for these people, these loser men. But now you're coming out pretending as if he's paying. But why? Even if he's paying, why do you have to advertise it? Who are you trying to impress? None of us are impressed, darling. And none of the other content creators in Kenya, none of them are impressed. In fact, they're probably laughing at you. They're laughing at you because they know that you're lying. You lie too much. How are you going to say, if he didn't pay for it, you wouldn't be able to afford it? You went to one of the most expensive countries in the world, right? You flew in a helicopter. You did this, first class here, first class there. You forgot when you were doing that to show off on people, and it didn't last very long. You forgot? So how is it that you couldn't afford these couple dollars for this train? Seriously, stop pretending as if this guy is paying for every single thing. And even if he is, there is no need to advertise it. Because if this relationship doesn't work out and it goes south, we don't want you to come in here crying again, telling us how you are the one paying, because the shame is going to be on you. It's going to be on you, D. There is no reason for you to be showing off so much. And guess what? There were people in the comment section. Oh, yes, the reactors are going to faint. Okay, here I am. I'm fainting.
I think for those people saying that, oh, we are jealous, we're gonna faint. Listen, D is not accustomed to these things. Okay, we are. A lot of us out here, we are. We're accustomed to this and more. This is simple stuff to some of us, all right? We've been down that road before, all right? So I don't know what you guys are out there thinking. Seriously, you all must be so dunce to not understand that. Listen, especially women from the Caribbean, we never had to pay for anything. When I lived in the Caribbean, I'm going to tell you something. I never had to pay for anything, nothing. D is just Johnny come lately, putting money in her man hand to tell him to pay so it can seem as if he's buying stuff for her, when it's she paying in essence. Why are we going to be jealous about that? Why are we going to faint over that? Faint over someone just taking a ride in a train. It's a nice train, but everybody else has done it except her. Seriously, catch yourself, people.
Yes, to the lady who said the reactors are going to faint, I just fainted because I am not accustomed to such luxury. I go to work every morning, I'm in a shitty train but smells stink, okay? That's the kind of train I am accustomed to. The train where I have to stand and hold on to a rail and it smells like... Yes! I am not accustomed to luxury. I've never done first class or business class in my life. I've never seen luxury in my life. So yes, I'm going to faint. Miss, nobody cares. D is just digging herself in a hole that she's gonna have issues later on getting out of, and people are going to laugh at her. And if people keep seeing this cycle of her doing the same thing, they're going to think something is wrong with her upstairs. Nothing is wrong with a man paying for her, but to be bragging because you think people are going to be jealous, and for people are jumping up to say you guys are going to be jealous and it's going to drive reactors mad. We're only here to talk about it, okay? And laugh and get views from it. That is all. Don't think we're talking about it because we're jealous. It's all for views. So thank you for your view. Hit the like button and subscribe. Because honestly, that's all we're going to do. None of us are jealous. None of these ladies reactors that are reacting. I think all of these ladies reactors that are reacting have their own SHIT together. they have accomplished certain things in life. They have stuff, okay? Even the ones without jobs, if they don't have jobs, their husband have a job, okay? And some of them probably don't have job because they don't want to. They can survive without a job. They're living a good life. So stop believing the hype, man. You're not impressing any of us. Do things that makes you happy. And then the bunch of roses. It's the same roses. The same roses when she got her mother the fake car that it supposedly was for herself. That car. The same roses she gave to Rocio when Rocio came at the airport. And it's the same. Let me ask you guys in Kenya, is that the only arrangement of roses that you guys have? Because it's the same roses, same design. Who do you think is buying it if it's the same design? She's buying it for herself. Talking about my boyfriend bought me these roses. Oh my God. Look at the roses. It's okay if it's him buying for her. Honestly, guys, this is just for content, okay? Don't come for me. It's okay if he bought her roses. But I'm just saying, it's the only type. Next time, tell him buy you a different type, honey. I want to see different types. I love flowers, by the way. And I love roses. So, tell him buy different style. I'm tired of seeing that whole big thing of roses. It all look the same, okay? We need different style. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching me. I think that is all for tonight. I don't know what else. Oh, yeah. There are other things that I needed to talk about, but I don't want this video to be too long. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. You know, don't forget to subscribe to this new channel, Mzungu Pebbles. Love you always. Thank you for your support. I am only, I think, 50 subscribers away from monetization. Feel free to subscribe if you want. If you don't want to, that's okay. Just watch my video. I will see you in the next one, okay? Ta-ta!